I've watched the middle class get destroyed by taxes while the ultra wealthy pay next to nothing. Their strategies are 100% legal and available to everyone, if you know what to do. For 25 years, I advised billionaires as a tax attorney. Then I left to expose the whole system by founding IRA Financial and helping over 30,000 clients grow wealth while paying less. Here's how to build your wealth and legacy like the rich, including where to put your money for instant tax deductions and massive write-offs. Strategy 1, the rich control when their money is taxed by putting their money in tax advantage retirement accounts. It is literally the best legal tax shelter. In Roth, we trust. This is how smart people generate tax-free wealth. The way the Roth IRA works is pretty simple. You can put money into a Roth IRA or take pre-tax traditional IRA money and convert it to Roth. And here's the catch. As the money is in the Roth IRA, you can invest it in stocks or even cryptos or real estate, private equity, pretty much anything you want. And in the account, it's going to grow tax-free. And here is the incredible Roth IRA solution. So long as you're over 59 and a half and the Roth's been open at least 5 years, whatever you pull out of the Roth IRA is tax-free. This is the amazing strategy behind the Roth IRA. Investing in assets, hopefully highly appreciated assets, but buying them when they're low in value. Take the example of a private stock. Imagine being able to buy OpenAI or SpaceX at the outset in a Roth IRA. And over years and years and years, that investment is able to significantly grow, maybe even 10x or more. Once you're over 59 and a half and that Roth's been open at least 5 years, you can then sell that investment. And let's say now it's worth $1 million, $5 million, $10 million, even $100 million. I've seen it. I have many, many clients that have over $100 million in a Roth IRA. That means that once they hit 59 and a half, and some of them have reached that age, they can live off their Roth IRA tax-free. Literally just say, hey, IRA Financial, send me $100,000. Send me $1 million. Don't have to pay tax on it. Don't have to report it on their 1040. No ordinary income tax. No capital gains tax. Don't have to worry about deductions and credits. It's all tax-free. So what I've done over the last 25 years as a tax lawyer is I have been developing this strategy for myself, my family, and my clients in order to shelter assets from taxation. The Roth IRA is open to any American. Even if you're Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, you make $1 billion a year, you still can have a Roth IRA. Why? Because of the backdoor Roth IRA strategy. Starting in 2010, there are no income limitations for Roth conversions. So anyone can take a traditional IRA or 401k and then convert it to Roth. If you die, your spouse has access to those funds tax-free. When your spouse passes, your kids will have 10 years to use those funds tax-free. So not only is the Roth IRA an amazing legal tax shelter for your life, it's an amazing tax-free gift for your spouse and your heirs. I'm going to explain step-by-step how you could take advantage of the backdoor Roth IRA solution in an upcoming video. So make sure to subscribe. The rich also use traditional IRAs to shelter income. And this is how they do it. In the case of a traditional IRA, once you reach the age of 59 and a half, whatever you pull out is subject to tax. But here's the catch, and this is what really attracts wealthy, rich, smart people to the IRA, is that when you make investments in the IRA ecosystem, again, whether you're doing stocks, real estate, cryptos, gold, private equity, hedge funds, those funds grow and compound in the IRA tax-free. And if you take the principles of the rule of 72, assuming a 9% rate of return, your money will double every 8 years. And the beauty of the US retirement system is it's not a zero-sum game. We all could be tax-free millionaires. Many of the rich are actual business owners. So how do they compound and generate even more wealth for themselves? Well, it's through a business retirement account, like a SEP IRA, a simple IRA, or my personal favorite, the solo 401k. In my professional opinion, the solo 401k far outpaces the SEP IRA, and it is a way better plan for any small business owner. And here's why. Number one, you can put away a lot more money in the plan, save more on taxes because you can generate higher deductions, or just have more in a Roth component of your 401k. Two, solo 401k, you can borrow up to $50,000 tax-free, penalty-free. Thirdly, a SEP IRA doesn't have a catch-up if you're over 50. In a 401k, you can put away more money if you're over 50 and even more money if you're between the ages of 60 and 63. I cover the exact deductions for all these plans in my last video, so be sure to check it out. Strategy 2, the rich choose how their investments are classified. They have the freedom to decide if they want to invest in real estate, in equities, or have more ordinary income type investments like interest on credit funds. Having the assets and having the wealth gives people diversification and opportunities to select how they want to generate income and at what tax rate. So the strategy is ultimately picking the assets through diversification that will focus on assets that generate capital gains income versus ordinary income. The third strategy the rich use to get richer: diversify investments and tax exposure. Now, this is something dear to my heart because IRA Financial, we help people get access to alternative assets in their retirement account. The point is this: if you look at the Forbes 100 list, most of the people on that list have strong exposure to alternative assets. So what does diversification actually really look like? Well, according to the Capgemini World Wealth Report, a widely cited study of high net worth and ultra high net worth households, diversification means as follows: public equities, 25 to 30%, aka stocks; fixed income or cash, around 10 to 15%; alternative assets, 40 to 50%, including real estate of approximately 10 to 15%, as well as private equity, hedge funds, collectibles, all make up that 40 to 50% alternative asset bucket. The key is alternative assets generate alpha. Alpha is the returns above the equity markets. If you want to know and learn how wealthy people get richer, it's because they find investments that generate this alpha, this return above the expected return from equities. And this is the biggest piece of advice that I've learned from my wealthy clients over the last 25 years. I share all 12 of my biggest wealth building lessons in this video. It's linked in the description. The fourth strategy for how the rich build real wealth is borrow against assets instead of selling. So this works like this: you have a stock portfolio of maybe $1 million. You own some real estate. You own some other assets. And what you do, especially in a brokerage account, which is super easy, your wealth advisor will give you access to maybe 30, 40, 50% of the value of that brokerage account. They'll literally give you the money free, tax-free, penalty-free. You can then go use it to go on vacation. You can go use it to buy a house. And you simply have to pay back the loan, which is keyed to your brokerage account asset or your real estate holdings. Now, when things are great, nothing to worry about. We read about the 1929 stock market crash. That was all tied to margin. That was all tied to leverage and all tied to borrowing. What happened? The market tanked. The wealth managers and brokerage firms forced you to sell at the lowest value, crashed the value of your account, forced you to cover the calls. You were left with no loan and very little left in your brokerage account. And that is the concern with borrowing against your assets. Now, wealthy people, rich people do it in a way where they have such high net worth of assets that the amount of borrowing is minuscule compared to the amount of the assets. So even in a market downturn, the risk is quite small that they're going to have to be depleted to cover any margin. I would be cautious, okay? I would probably not do more than 10%, maybe 15% of your assets, but be careful. Try to pay that loan off as quick as possible and be very, very specific. Borrow for specific purposes. Don't just borrow because you want extra money to hang around or go on vacation. You borrow maybe for your business, leverage to maybe you want to remodel your kitchen, or God forbid someone has any health emergency in your family. That is targeted and that has some common sense to it. But if you're just borrowing for the hell of it, be very cautious. So does it make sense to borrow against your portfolio? Well, here's the formula. If you're borrowing at 6 or 7% and you think you can generate returns of 10 or 12%, of course, you do that deal all day long. The problem is, let's say you're borrowing it to buy Bitcoin and Bitcoin has been up 25, 30% for the year. Suddenly it tanks and it drops 18% in a week. You have to be cautious and you have to know what you're doing and be very, very cognizant of the risks. The fifth strategy of how the rich build wealth without paying tax is using real estate as a tax shelter. And the most common ways of doing it is twofold. One, being able to generate massive deductions from the real estate investment to offset other income. The second is through something called a 1031 like-kind exchange. The way that works is you have an asset, it appreciates tremendously in value. Instead of selling it, paying capital gains tax, and maybe depreciation recapture on the depreciation you took, you could simply exchange it for a like-kind asset and defer the tax over time. And then the ultimate goal is you defer it and defer it until you die. And then when you die, your heirs get what's called a step up in basis. So all the appreciation on that asset gets stepped up when you die. And then your heirs get that asset at a high value, can sell it, and probably pay zero to little tax on that real estate asset. So those are the most common way rich people use real estate as a tax shelter to generate more tax-free wealth. You can take advantage of this too. Anyone that buys real estate has the opportunity to generate deductions that could offset income, as well as do like-kind exchanges. You don't have to own an office building to do a like-kind exchange. You can do it for an investment property, commercial property. The opportunities are endless in order to generate deductions and defer taxes from a real estate investment. The sixth strategy the rich use to generate wealth is through trusts. Now, not all trusts are the same. A revocable trust is a trust that the grantor could revoke. An irrevocable trust is a trust that the grantor has no control over. So why is that important? It's because of estate planning. When you have an irrevocable trust, the assets in the trust are outside of your estate because you lose control over it. Whereas revocable trusts are still part of your estate. When you die, you have what's called a unified credit, which in 2026 is approximately $15 million. So someone who's married has $30 million to play with. Now, if you own stock in a private business, if you have real estate, if you have other assets that are above the 30 million and you're married, filed jointly, you want to try to put those funds in an irrevocable trust. Now, through SLATs and other types of trusts frameworks, you can actually have these trusts irrevocably set up where the assets are moved in the trust, they're moved outside of your estate, so they're not subject to estate tax. You still have some indirect control over them, so you can use potentially the assets of that trust for you and your family. The seventh strategy the rich use to build wealth is through making oil and gas investments through a master limited partnership. The way the tax code is structured for oil and gas investments is when cash is returned, it comes first as a return of capital, so it's not subject to taxation. Afterwards, subject to capital gains. But on top of that, you actually get a tax deduction for all the expenses that flow through from the oil and gas investment. And since the way these investments are structured, there's lots of upfront costs for drilling. You're going to get significant deductions upfront, which will reduce your taxable income. And then when you do receive money back from the oil and gas investment, it will be treated as a return of capital, not subject to taxation. The eighth strategy the rich use to build wealth is the opportunity zone. The opportunity zone program is literally a tax haven for the wealthy. So the idea is this: you have a major capital event situation, a liquidity event in your company. Instead of paying taxes today, you can invest those funds into an opportunity zone investment. And here are the three main tax wins from an opportunity zone program. Deferral. You can delay paying taxes on current stock or real estate profits for 5 years. 2, you can reduce the original tax bill by 10% or 30% if you invest in a rural zone opportunity zone. Thirdly, elimination. This is the best. You can pay $0 in taxes on any new profits the investment makes after 10 years. Now that you know how the rich build wealth, it's time to take action. Save this video, watch it again, and subscribe, because the rich shouldn't be the only ones that get to build wealth. It's your turn. See you in the next video.